Yeah, I've told Elizabeth I don't want to live in Sandwell at all because trying to communicate with this local authority has just been impossible. They don't seem to understand that wheelchairs don't work well with steps and grab rails are necessary to be able to go to the toilet safely, or secure grab rails. So that combined with all the other challenges communicating with them has just made things really difficult day to day. So all I need to arrange today is help and support to meet my current needs in this environment, rather than the help that I would need if I were in a safe environment, which is a very different thing. Hi there.
Tony.
Nice to meet you, Tony. Hi. Hi, Sam. Come in. Please can you close the door behind you? Thank you.
I'm just saying, it's a nice little estate.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my friend Amara.
Hello. Hi.
This is Toni, social worker, and Sam.
I'm a social care officer, and Sam's social worker.
Right, okay, thank you. Thanks for clarifying.
So, as you know, I've come to do a care needs assessment.
Yeah.
So, it's a chat with you about your support needs and how we can help you.
Okay.
Do you need any care?
In this property, definitely.
Okay.
In other properties, definitely, but a lot less. So,
Okay.
you know,
How long have you been back here?
I've been back about 2 months, is it? Since I moved?
April. Yeah, 2 months.
About somewhere between 6 weeks and 2 months.
And have you been coping? I noticed on your notes this morning when I was calling you that you've been into hospital recently.
I've been in hospital several times because I keep having falls. I'm coping, well, I'm told I'm coping admirably because of the challenges here, but just to run through, my biggest concern is my bathroom. Since I moved in, the toilet frame has been wobbling and it tips over frequently. That's been the cause of falls since I moved in. There are steps in the back garden that I'm told I'm ineligible for a ramp because I can access the lower part of the garden, but that leaves me looking out the bedroom window at a garden I can't maintain.
Yeah.
Yet my tenancy agreement specifically states I've got to maintain it. And
Yeah.
if I could get my wheelchair up there, I could.
I don't know, have you been having conversations with the housing
Oh,
officer?
I've got the minutes from an MDT from 2 years ago and they've still done nothing apart from tell me that I'm ineligible for it, but they won't explain why other than to say I can access the bottom. I keep saying that I can access the bottom, I'm not disputing that, but how am I supposed to maintain the top as per my tenancy agreement if I can't safely get up there? And I'm experiencing concussions that put me in hospital for up to 10 days when I tried to do the stairs.
Is that why you were in hospital the most recently?
No, the most recent one was the toilet frame tipping over because I don't go out in the back garden.
That was last week, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and you fell and then...
Yeah.
Okay.
The back garden, unless someone's come round, like some neighbours came round when there was a skip on the drive to move a washing machine and fridge freezer into the skip for me, so I went out in the back garden with them while they retrieved it, but I don't go out there at all because it's too
Could we have a look?
hazardous.
Is that okay?
Please do.
Just before we go out, housing got in touch with me yesterday on Monday, and they asked if I could take a picture of the bathroom for them and send it over to them.
Yeah, Elizabeth has sent photos. I sent photos to Emma the OT on May 13th, and Elizabeth Deegan has also provided those photos for her, but she's still saying she doesn't have them.
Okay.
So
Well, I'll
it'll be
take
helpful
some
if you
today.
can take some to get them to her.
I can get them to her. Well, let's go and have a look so we know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
So,
I'm told the toilet frame can't be secured to the floor because it's a wet room. So if they drill through to
would that cause then the
it
water
would-
to...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Cause water to be able to go through. So that's the toilet frame. It can't go backwards far enough because of the waste pipe on the right and left side. And then it can't be put centrally left to right because it's not going far backwards enough. So it's so far forwards that when I put my weight on it, can really concentrate and I can get my weight down easily, like when I'm pushing up
So
from here, and then I topple over.
So what do OT not understand about that? Because
well, that's, and you know what, I can't speak on OT's
Well,
behalf.
yeah.
All I can do is tell you
Yeah.
what they. So what happens is professionals from other agencies come out, or wheelchair, disability charities, and they look at that bathroom, just that bit, and say what it needs is that basin replacing with a wheelchair accessible basin, so that there would then be room where that pedestal is for a grab rail that will drop down one of these ones on like this, like you have in public toilets, which I can use perfectly safely. I don't think I've ever had one in a public restroom that's got grab rails.
Are you okay to take a picture of that as well?
Please do, yeah. Anything that can address the challenges is quite to appreciate it.
I mean, there's not much that I can do in terms of your housing, because I'm here to talk about your care needs.
Yeah. And that's where it's helpful to look at these challenges, because in a wheelchair accessible property, the only help I would need is with parts of my laundry, so like my bed right here. I can neither fold the big bedroom because it's too heavy for me to wiggle around and fold it, and I'm also not able to change the bed covers other than the sheet because the pillows are too heavy for me to shake the pillow down into. I can just about do it and I shove like that, but it knackers my back up for the day. Like if I change my bedding, that's the only physical thing I'll do that day. So I do need help with laundry, or parts of my laundry. I do the parts that I can do, which is the small items, like my clothes, or like that. But these items I do need help with at the moment. My friend, because I don't have carers, friend has been helping me, so I can undress it to end the shape too much to do that, so I can get the covers off, and then I take them around and put them in the machine, but then they get all wrapped up, so she pulls them out of the machine, untangles everything and actually hangs the big items up, because I can't physically lift them above my head like that to get them on the line or on the chopping floor. She then takes them down for me and puts them in the laundry bag, and I've got a little wagon that fits on here, I can put it down there. So there's a wagon that I'll show you in the front room if you want to come look at that. Oh, and here I struggle to close the windows. I'm in the lounge. Yeah, to get some access in there. Yeah, like I could open them, but then for this one I would have to go in the back garden to close it, which I'm just
go outside to push it closed.
So
do you know, I've not the same situation with my kitchen window, because I'm only that high.
Yeah.
If it's open really wide, I do have to go outside.
That's really good. So here's my wheelchair gear. This room, I'm getting rid of the bed because I don't need a spare bedroom to sleep over. What I need is a space for my wheelchair equipment to be able to store it and maintain it. So I've got an air compressor down here that I use with tyres. Yeah, because it has to be really high pressure, and I can't use a foot pump, so I've just got proper, and these tyres have to be up to like 100 psi. There's some off-road tyres in there, they're like mountain bike tyres, about that wide. Those ones need to be high pressure as well.
So do you go off-road?
Oh gosh, yes.
Oh, you're quite adventurous.
The wagon here.
When you said off-road, I was like,
yeah, well I'll show you my adaptation in a minute, so because by showing you my equipment you can see what I can and can't do. So this is my little wagon.
Who put that together for you?
It was part of Access to Work. I ordered all of the wheelchair equipment together. So I've got this right here. So what this does, that clips on the back of the chair, and then if I'm walking, because I can walk with crutch, then I can put a shopping bag on there to drag it behind me, or to get boxes from the front door.
So you've got quite a big hit then.
Yeah, so I've just got various bags, and then there's sponges in there to secure the top of the box, which is just some shopping that I bought.
So if you
and then this wheel, it's actually in the car, so I can't show you the wheel, but it looks like this. This bit here clips onto my foot plate and lifts the casters of the wheelchair off the floor, so that I'm just rolling on this big wheel, which is about that size, and these two. So when I'm outside, as you saw there, I live on cobbled street, like brick paved. But when I go on there, or if I go to the park and my friends we want to go for a walk around the lake or something, then that's what I use. So
and
when
do you do that quite often? Get out and about?
Or usually daily, but at the moment my tri-ride, which is the next piece of equipment I'm going to show you, it's broken. I'm going to show you that now. So if you guys can go in the living room, so I can bring it through. So this is a tri-ride. This is my pride and joy. Well, actually no, my chair is my pride and joy because of how versatile it is. And it's literally, I see the chair as my legs. So when ambulance crews tell me they can't take my chair in the ambulance, I get anxiety because it's like telling me that I'm not going to be able to walk or get to the toilet myself wherever I'm going. And then this lets me go fast, basically. So this
how fast?
Up to 20 miles an hour.
Wow, zooming.
Yes. So it's at the moment it's broken because the doors at Metro Hospital aren't wheelchair accessible. They're really heavy to push, fire doors. So I was using this basically when all I do is, I'm not going to bolt it on properly, but just to show what it does. Just pull that like this, lock it on. So I do these bolts up and then I raise this bit and it lifts these off the floor about that far so that the casters are about that high off the ground and then that's how it pulls me nice and
do you know, I've worked with quite a few people who are in wheelchairs and poor mobility, and I've never seen any of this, so it's like a real eye-opener actually. Thank you for sharing it with me.
No
it's
worries,
really interesting.
This thing has got roughly a 10 to 15 mile range, so day to day normally, like at the moment it's broken, so
how are you going to get it repaired?
Well, I've got to try and save up. It's not something I can afford to do straight away because I'm no longer working and this was purchased through Access to Work, so it's my own equipment. But what's happened, I don't know if it's actually, no, it's not going to respond, so it's safe to show you. I've just got to hold on in case it comes towards you, so be careful. So normally I just turn that and then I move up and then I can select between gears 1 to 5 to choose how fast I want to go. So in first gear it's slow walking pace, like old people. Second gear is regular supermarket walking pace. Third gear is like shopping centre or park. So when I'm sharing the space with pedestrians, no faster than third gear. But then when I'm on a bike path or in the road in the cycle lane, then I'll use 4th and 5th gears, which is sort of 12 to 20 miles an hour, depending on the way.
You get scared the first time you went that fast?
I get terrified even now because if I don't slow down before I take a turn, this thing will tip over. So I haven't tipped over in months, but it is a risk.
You have,
I have in the past. So, but it also makes it good fun. It gives me the wind in my hair feeling that I used to get from my bicycle. So normally what I would do is each morning, because I don't have a fridge at the moment, I can't buy one until I know what kind of kitchen is being fitted. So normally what I've been doing until I got discharged from hospital with this broken is that I go down to Tesco Express or Lidl and my local butchers each day and literally just buy what I need. So I can buy 2 potatoes, I can buy 1 sausage, 1 egg, and 2 pieces of bacon at the butcher's. They're brilliant. And so I just buy what I need each day and cook, and then I go to dinners at my neighbour's at the moment because my kitchen, as you can see. So I go to my neighbour's house, that's on me. She chops up, basically she acts like a carer because it's a standard kitchen, although the house itself I can get in and out nice and easy. So what I do is she'll like chop potatoes, fill pans to cook rice, anything that I'm going to struggle to do. And then she likes to go off and looks to have an hour that she wouldn't normally have to herself because I'm cooking the dinner. And then she goes to fetch her son from school, and while she's gone, that's when I'm doing the main cooking. So I prep everything before she leaves in case we missed anything that I need help with. And then it's gusto meals, so they just take a few minutes and I cook that. As she leaves to go to school, I crack on and cook, and then we sit down and eat together when my son comes home.
That's lovely.
I've got brilliant friends and neighbours because I've had no carers since I've moved in. So Amara here has been down to Cornwall with me to help me get things from a storage unit down there. She helped me move my things from my Neapolitan Grange into here with her husband. You guys were over recently, wasn't that helping me move stuff? It was moving the things around the rooms, wasn't it? Yeah, they helped me. Because when I first moved back in, this was my bedroom and that was my living room.
Oh yeah.
And I wanted to swap them over so that I can.
They're both a good size though, aren't
Yeah.
they? You're very lucky. The size of the bungalow, I've not seen one this big before.
It's a lovely bungalow. If it had the aids and adaptations to make it accessible for my wheelchair, it would be great. I just have lost faith that somewhere are ever going to make it wheelchair accessible, unfortunately. So the help that I need in the meantime is like to help to sweep and mop, which is what I would need in any property, and the laundry. There's a commode in my bedroom right now I'm deeply unhappy about. Do you guys want to take a seat?
I was going to say, could we just see the garden and the kitchen?
Oh yeah, go ahead. Amara, can you show them the garden please? Is that alright? Thank you so much, sweet. Just unplug that extension, it's only for devices that don't need constant power. Oh, so yeah, so the floor's really horrible because there was glue and then another layer of flooring, and I'm not capable of cleaning that. All I can do is deal with stuff I can reach. So what I do, rather than these wheels were getting all gummed up, as you can see. So I stop here and then either transfer to the flip-flops while I'm walking. I can walk in the early part of the day, and then the tighter I get, the less I overlap. But thank you. So I just do this. So this chair, and as you can see from these wheels, this isn't going anywhere out of the street. If you want to carry on